Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Stranger Things Season 5, Episode 2. So, last time, well, first of all, I guess you may see now in the background, you see a bunch of coffee making stuff. If you've watched a lot of my reactions, almost every single one of them, I drink Dunkin's coffee. I decided to change it up, and now I will be making coffee. So you see all the coffee making stuff behind me, and then I have my cup right in front of me. So, changing things up a little bit. Not really. I mean, it does save money, but that's not really the main reason. I was honestly just finding myself bored every day of the Dunkin's coffee. I'll probably go back to it at some point, but anyway, you guys probably don't care. Last episode was a good one. I liked jumping back into the show with it. We have kind of the aftermath of where you think like, oh, everything's gonna be chaos because there's all these, the Vala Hawkins like cracked in. Nope, they just covered it and the military took control and yeah, back to kind of normal with slightly different circumstances. But they've been doing these crawls where they all work together to sneak Hopper in, which they did one of them in the last episode, which didn't go as planned because on the seemingly 38th crawl, I think would be the number based on Hopper saying he's done 37 before. Uh, I'm assuming that the attack that was done by the Demogorgon was orchestrated by Vecna, I would assume. I guess I could be wrong, but yeah, and last we saw it was breaking into Mike's house. So now I did accidentally, while setting up this episode and everything, Netflix kind of throws it in your face. I did see the title being called The Vanishing of Holly Wheeler. I mean, I guess we could have put that together based on the end of last episode, but that seems more so that she gets like abducted, kind of like what happened to Will at the beginning of season 1. So, but it is what it is. I tried my best not to read it, and then I tried to like navigate my eyes around the title, and I ended up like in my peripheral like accidentally reading it. So, but yeah, I had some questions about like, does the military even know about Vecna at all? Like, it only the kids are the ones that have at least seen him. The kids might have been like interrogated, and maybe they mentioned it, but the military probably didn't believe them, so they're gonna get a nice little surprise. It wouldn't be crazy if we go through the whole season and the military never sees him and the kids just beat him and it still has to be like a secret. But I hope the military does see him. I want that one dude that's in charge that like thinks Elle is responsible for everything. I want him to like have that realization of like, oh shit, I was wrong. But we'll see. Let's jump into this episode, shall we? We're gonna start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Oh no, we fell into the upside down. Netflix. Man, oh my god. You can't tell me you wouldn't hear that going on with your kid. I know water's running and music is playing. Oh my god. He can hear the music from the shower, but not his kid's blood-curdling screams. This poor kid. Okay, she made it to her mom? I did not expect that, okay. No. Oh, this poor kid. Yeah, your daughter's bleeding. She got thrown across a room. There you go, Okay, Ted, get in there and help your family. Is his name Ted? I can't remember. At least they have Elle, and she's closer. Where'd they go? Closet? Closet. No? Yeah, this is smart enough to check, too. It's gotta be, like, being remote controlled, right? Where did they go? Oh, are they under the water together? Oh. Oh, they're trying to hold their breath. Oh, we've never gotten such a long, good look at the Demogorgon, I feel like. In, like, good lighting. Oh, like the inside of its mouth is nasty. Oh, he's got his golf club, let's go! Come on, dude, protect your fam. This dude's about to go head to head with a damn... Okay, catch your breath. Oh, the scratch mark. Oh, shit. Hit it! There you go. I know it's not gonna do much. Oh, shit. Damn. Oh, does that blood? Oh, that's blood! Oh, shit! Where'd it go? What? It went back in the upside down just to get, like... Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Let's go. Ugh. Oh, shit. We got some blood. Alright, Elle, you've been training. Get in there quick. Oh, they're going in. Are they? Are they just driving in? Oh no, okay. I thought they were just gonna drive into the house. Is she seeing her dad? What is she seeing? What'd she see? What'd she see? God damn it. Oh no. Oh, I know I talked shit about them not hearing her daughter's screams, but they tried. Oh, that's a lot of blood. Ah, damn. Oh, that's a bad gash. Oh, that's not. She gonna say Holly? Is that the only thing she's gonna say? Oh, I have chills. Did she run away again? Oh, so I didn't talk about this before, but I did read that. Oh shit! Oh, she's going in. She's going after it. Oh, look at her walk. Damn. Well, Elle and Hopper are in there now. Maybe they can meet up. I don't know. God damn. Okay. While this is going, I was gonna say, I did read that they aged up. What? Because I was shocked when they said that that was Holly. You know, they aged up Holly a little bit older than she should be by like a few years. Just so they could have like a little bit older of an actress play, and to give the feel of what like season one Stranger Things felt with having Holly play like a bigger role in this season. And honestly, I'm fine with it. I heard from my friend that like a lot of people got mad about it, and I think it's cool. If it's for the sake of like, I mean, I'm already enjoying what I'm seeing, so if I'm getting this because of that, I'm fine with it. Also, I don't really care about the spoiler of the title anymore because that was I legit just thought she was going to be taken from her room and that was going to be it. But no, that turned into so much more than I thought it was going to be. Damn, she's still alive for now. The dad's being taken to. His wasn't didn't look as bad. Damn, they still don't know about Dustin either. Dustin's probably pretty fucked up too. Oh man, I feel so bad for her. She's gotta clean her mom's blood off her hands. Oh. Well, if Vecna needed any more trauma to get one of these people. No, it's not. Oh, okay. I see. I thought she was gonna say we shouldn't have messed with Vecna in the first place. Damn. Man, the doctor should give her some, like, scrubs to put on so she doesn't have to wear blood-covered clothes for the nurses. There. Hmm. Oh shit, really? It's like slowly like zooming in more and more, like it almost kind of feels like they were like boxed in, like no ideas, you know? I don't know. I'm trying to be poetic. But the shot just got like more and more claustrophobic. Hmm. Well, they're gonna see her heading here, but she came here to help. Are they gonna be able to have the time frame to know that like the attack happened and she was on the way? Or are they gonna just see her headed this direction and blame... Oh. What? Oh. Okay. Wait, so is she, like, mentally searching the in-between as well? And also she's doing it without, like, any kind of static or anything? She's just... She usually needs, like, static or water or something running. But maybe she's trained it so much that she can just do it on a whim. No shot, it's Hopper. Oh my god, it is. How did they find each other? How the hell? Yep. I love the sound effects in this show. Just like the little noise they made when she turned on the flashlight. Poor Hopper, someone tell him. I love Robin. Yeah, she doesn't want to leave her kid. Thinking what I was thinking. That's kind of crazy. Hmm. Robin. Hmm. Interesting. But he had it clear as day here at this radio station, right? So wouldn't this be like closer than that? You know? Like it felt like where he was like spinning and the sky was spinning for him might have been like a weak connection, but over here might have been stronger. That's how I feel, but however he understands it, it seems like that would be a better place to go, I guess, but just flag down some random person. Bopper? She is so irritated. Oh. Damn. He wants to check on him. No, I think this is just genuine concern this time. Alright. We had our little heart to heart, and now our car started. Let's go. Uh-oh. Uh... Oh, and oh my god. I can't believe he's up and moving after that. Damn. I expected him just someone to find him and be in the hospital. Well, it's actually better condition than I thought he was going to be in. Hmm. Also, Lucas alluded to like it maybe not being Vecna, or maybe this is some ritual he has to do every so many years. But hmm. But why? Or is it something else? Hmm. Can they bleed out? How do they heal? I get what Hopper's saying, and I get that it's like essentially his kid versus someone else's kid, but still being it's a little selfish to be like you should have took the slower tunnels to protect yourself, even if it meant you couldn't save someone, you know? Granted, I guess she didn't save her anyway, so. Hmm. I wonder if, I wonder if there's gonna be a moment of, like, if she'll wake up, or if she'll at least help in, like, I don't know if her mind is still, like, in that Vecna plane. You gonna see anything? Hmm. Well, damn. Or I was thinking to be sad if we end it with just her being like that, or like it'd be super sad if it just ends like she's just like that forever, you know? There is no change, there is no moment of her showing up. Hmm. Why were we looking at a Wrinkle in Time book? I don't really know anything about that book. Hmm. There you go. Okay. Maybe that's the book. Mm-hmm. Come on, Nancy, you've seen so much shit. Yeah, I mean, it's worth it to think about. I don't know how you'd find them. Yeah. Hmm. Okay. Does the mom know much about it? I mean, maybe Holly's talked a bit more and talked to the teacher when they were having a conversation about it. Oh, he tried to say he just fell off the bike. He didn't want to say he got beat up. Giving us some trouble in paradise with. Well, they gave us some awesome love between Dustin and Steve, and now they have to ruin it. I don't know how I feel about. I don't know if it feels natural to me, this, like, angst between the two. It feels like it just. It feels like we jumped in the middle of it. I feel like we never saw, like, the start of it, if that makes sense. What? What? I hope. Is. Is she. Yeah. Yeah, she's getting away from the mom. Hmm. They're gonna try to run away from Joyce. Damn. Joyce is gonna be so mad. Well, Hmm. I wish we got to know how much the military knew. Like, how do they know she's here? Do they think that she came here by choice? Like, I'm guessing by here they mean the Upside Down. Oh. Yeah, that's right. We saw that. I forgot he got hit. That was probably back in the mall stuff when her leg got. Also, wouldn't Hopper know how to do this? Hmm. Damn. He's never really talked about her much to someone else. I feel like out loud. Friggin' Hopper, man. Oh shit. Is it in pain? Oh, I'm glad you can disinfect and stick a band-aid on your wound and suddenly you're better. I mean, he did rest a little bit. I always find that funny in shows, though, where people are like, oh, it hurts so much I can't walk. Hmm. Damn. I'm gonna open this can of sparkling water. Oh no, Robin's girlfriend. Or are they gonna try to dress up as nurses? I was trying to think if there was something back the last time she was in the hospital and she got attacked that would make her feel that way, but I can't remember anything in that season. I think that was just Nancy being. Oh. Oh, are they about to run into each other? Each other's signal? Oh, never mind. Hmm. But what if it could mean something else? Oh no. Keep an eye on the road, Steve! That feels like a very ET shot. The bikes with the lights on the front. In the smoke. Or fog. I haven't seen ET in forever, but it like that was the first thing I thought of when I saw that shot. Wait. Okay. Well, this is where they were. Is this also the same picnic table that Eddie met with Christy to buy drugs? Or sell drug? Eddie was selling the drugs. Hmm. I didn't even think about these two being together. Very quick response. Hmm. Uh-oh. Whoa. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Spiral power. What? Like a jungle gym or something? Like a playground? Maybe? Is there a playground nearby that kids would be playing at? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What is it? Who knows what else is in here? We've had bats before, so... Uh, I want to see it. Oh, shit. What is it? Is this the lair? Aw, she lost both her boots. Hmm. Well, damn. That is a hell of a wall. So what, they have like a fortress of flesh that protects them from L visions? That is a hell of a wall. Oh my god, did we even see the top of it? Flesh wall. Is that her? Okay. Just shake her a little bit, wake her up. Oh. Okay. Alright, this is gonna be hard to explain. Hey mom, we think that Holly's imaginary girlfriend, not girlfriend, imaginary friend, can help us. Uh, oh, I don't know how well she's gonna take this. She shouldn't have had to ask that. Oh, man, you're gonna be like, I think her imaginary friend is real. How can we find him? Oh, and this is where Holly sees him at least a few times, right? Yeah, come on, guys. Hmm. Oh. Was he... I didn't even think about that. Was he looking through Holly at that time? Okay. Unfortunately, that means they're looking for Vecna, right? Oh my god, it is. I talked about this. I recognize the voice. It's definitely him, right? Henry. So dramatic writing. All capitals, too. And there's the house. And there's a playground in front of his house, too. Hmm. Oh, the clock sound. Sandman! Hmm. Interesting. A Wrinkle in Time, Sandman, Sands of Time. I don't know if there's any kind of connection between it all. Interesting. Interesting. Huh. That's it, guys, for episode 2. I was trying to think because everything was run down, right? The house was like a ghost house. But Henry brought her there. But we know that Henry, like, invades the mind and gives them, like, visions, right? Like, we know that when it happened to Max, she was able to, like, see her mom and stuff like that, right? So was that Henry giving her a vision that, like, everything is fine in that house? Hold on, I kind of want to go back because as they're writing, like, they write Henry. Hold on. I want to go back a little bit more. Are the hmm, okay. Okay. So, talking about others and bringing her friends and everything, I'm just trying to figure out the timeline. Like, because we were seeing Holly talk to, like, I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me, sorry about that. um we were seeing Holly talk to, like, a flashback to Holly talking um to him, like it's almost like she picked her up. I mean, he picked her up from school, and she also had her boots when she was walking up there, but also that house isn't in that good of repair. So maybe, like, I was just trying to figure out when they were walking into the house, was that present? Is that like a hallucination he's giving Holly right now? But it's I feel like it's from before she got taken, right? And then they did say that Henry was able to invade people's minds before he killed them. Which, without having any kind of connection, because my first thought was, like, if Will was hive minding, like, through Holly, I was gonna be like, well, how is Holly part of the hive mind? When did she get, like, connected to it? But I think it's more so that Henry was just doing, like, what he did to Max, Fred, Chrissy, and uh the other dude, the basketball player. Um I think it must have been just that, right? Rather than it being like she's actually, like, a part of the hive mind. And that's why Will said in that moment when he was looking through her eyes, he was Vecna, right? So is that to say that Will has a little bit of Vecna's power? Like, was Will looking through Holly's eyes because in that moment Vecna was looking through Holly's eyes? So was he, like, hijacking Vecna's, like, vision, right? Or was he independently connecting to Holly just like Vecna does? That's what I'm wondering. Like, was he, like, hijacking into Vecna's feed, or was he hijacking into Holly's feed and Vecna was off doing something else? Because if he hijacked into Holly's feed just by himself, I just wonder if Will, like, has a little bit of Vecna power in him now or not. But I feel, personally, I feel story wise it's probably more so that Will was hijacking into Vecna's vision, because that's around the time that Vecna was giving Holly, like was appearing before Holly, which makes me feel like Vecna was at that moment connecting with Holly. So that's my vibe anyway. So anyway, but yeah, that was a really good episode. Like, that beginning with the attack, I did not expect, like, her to get away like she did, and for the parents to get hurt like they did. That's pretty crazy. There was a moment where I was like, I mean, this is the last season. It could go real dark and actually kill her parents. But one, like, the father is in a medically induced coma, and the mom had surgery. Now it seems like both of them are gonna live. The funny thing is, the mom looked in worse condition than the father, to me anyway. Yet it seems like she is the one that, like, give it some time and she'll probably heal. She came out of surgery and she's, I feel like she's kind of over that hurdle of, like, fear of death. But the fact that the father is stuck in a medically induced coma, it's like, I wonder how long that is going to need to be, and, like, will he be able to come out of it and be okay, I'm not sure. But yeah, I mean, it does suck that the parents weren't able to hear. Like, man, I feel like if I heard someone screaming in my house, even if I, like, had my headphones on watching a show, like, I sometimes hear people raising their voice, and I'm on, like, a lower level, and I can hear people, like, upstairs and on the other side of the building, like, if they raise their voice a little bit. It's like, I feel like if my kid was screaming anywhere in just, like, a house, I would hear it no matter what was going on. But man, I guess they were in the perfect positions of, like, water running and music playing, and then outside where you couldn't hear it. But weirdly enough, you could hear the music somehow, But we don't know the true volume of things. Like, maybe she was really blasting that music. I don't know. Because obviously they're not just gonna, like, blast music in our ears, the viewer. They're gonna keep that at, like, a reasonable audio level kind of thing. But anyway, yeah. Regardless, that was a crazy attack. So I kind of bashed the parents for not hearing that, but they came in clutch when it came to, like, defending their kid. You know, they both did what they could, and I gotta say, at first I wasn't agreeing with Nancy when she was saying, like, um, this is our fault. I thought she was gonna say we shouldn't have messed with Vecna to begin with. We should have, like, let the military handle it or something like that. But, and I was like, I don't know if that's the right answer, right? Because at least in the show narrative, the military seems kind of, seems like they're not willing to imagine some of the situations that are happening right now. They just want the easy solution of, like, oh, it's L, let's capture L and everything's hunky-dory, you know? But yeah, at least with the story's military, I'd say no, don't leave it to the military. And I was wrong anyway. She was saying that when Henry gave us the vision of Holly, mom and dad being dead, we should have taken it more serious and we should have done more to protect them, tried to get them out of Hawkins, tried to, keep them safe, or even just tell them about what happened and what's been happening. And that last one, I think, is the biggest thing. I think with everything crazy that happened, the parents should have, at least the parents, maybe not Holly because she was already, like, scared of monsters and stuff, and that might have freaked her out even more. But at least the parents, so that way when their kid runs over to them and says that they're, either, like, seeing someone, maybe they could have said, like, if the mom would have said Henry a little sooner, maybe they would have put, like, things together and protected Holly more. Or if they knew about the Upside Down and Demogorgons and stuff like that, then maybe they would have been able to act a little different, or we could have had, like, weapons prepared for them, or something, And I understand it's a hard thing to explain to people when you don't really have proof. Unless you bring them to Elle and have her use her powers, then maybe they'd, like, be like, okay, there's some crazy shit going on. But other than that, it's just, you hear your kids talking about some, like, crazy alternate dimension with monsters and stuff, and you're like, my kids are crazy, but yeah, so it's definitely a difficult thing. I understand why they didn't want to, like, go through that to try to tell them, but yeah, maybe they could have tried and had them ready for a situation like this. But yeah, Elle chasing after the Demogorgon into the Upside Down makes sense. I mean, she was already rearing to go anyway, and she wanted to save Holly. My only thing is, I expected it to take a little longer for her to run into Hopper, but she ran into Hopper, like, almost immediately. It's actually kind of funny, because they're trying to do whatever they can to, like, search G1 and scan whatever they can, and they have, like, radio frequencies that can, like, help find them if they get within enough range and everything. Yet, like, without any of that, she was able to find Hopper, like, right away. Also, maybe did she try? I was gonna say, like, I wonder if she tried to find Hopper with her, like, visions, right? We saw her running around that watery space, and she couldn't, like, I think she was trying to find Holly. But if she tried Hopper, she should have been able to find him, right? Because he wouldn't have been, like, inside that protective wall or the other side of it or whatever. But that's the other thing. I'm really curious about that wall. I mean, obviously it seems like it's something that protects from the visions. Now, is it a wall, or is it, like what's on the other side of it? Is it, like, completely enclosed, or is it just a wall and, like... Because if it was completely enclosed, that makes more sense. You're in, like, a bubble of space where you don't have, like, Elle can't reach. But if it's just a wall, it's like, well, why can't she reach the other side of the wall, It's not like, I don't know. But yeah. I wonder how that was made. Was that just like is he able to like control and grow the flesh kind of thing? And did he like make the wall to protect it, or did he find this area in the Upside Down? Like what's on the other side of it? Or like okay, so there's this idea that the space that I want to know more about the Upside Down, because the space that Henry got flung into right at the beginning, where he's getting struck by lightning and turning into like the fleshy Vecna form, it was like a blank. It was almost like a blank canvas, and then at some point, the Upside Down got like snapshot into Hawkins, I think, right? Like, I don't think Hawkins was always there in the Upside Down. It was when one of the gates opened, I think it like snapshotted that into existence. So is it possible that the whole world wasn't snapshotted and only Hawkins was snapshotted? Uh and like copy pasted over into the Upside Down? And could that wall be the edge of it? Like, maybe L only has the connection to see people that are within the Hawkins part of the Upside Down, but maybe on the other side of this wall is that, like, crazy blank canvas space that Henry was at before. I don't know. I'm really curious to learn more about that. So I do like how we pretty quickly came to the conclusion that Holly's imaginary friend might be real. Because, like, with all the crazy shit we've seen, and I know Nancy was, like, a little bit resistant to it at first, but I'm also glad that she kind of pretty quickly, like, just, like, even though she was like, that seems weird, and it's like, you've seen a lot of weird things, Nancy, but she didn't, like, say, like, let's stop talking about this, that's stupid, right? She still kept listening, and they still went through it, so I felt like that was pretty good. But yeah, I was worried we were gonna go like second half of the season or something, we'd finally get into what Holly was seeing, but no, like second episode, like they thought of it right away, and I love that. I feel like that was like, for characters that have seen all of these strange things, they should think of every situation that they think is strange and think maybe it's real, right? I love it. That was great. Um, Something I'm not the biggest fan of is the arguing between Dustin and Steve. Maybe I need to rewatch episode 1 and 2 again, because I feel like we jumped into them already being a little annoyed with each other without knowing it, like without seeing the inception of, like, you know, the previous seasons they've been so close to each other, and it kind of feels like it reminds me a little bit of like the Erica stuff, where it's like people liked Erica early on in the show, so then in season 3, I think it was, they went hard on Erica. Like, they gave us a shit ton of Erica. They're like, yeah, they're loving this Erica stuff, so let's give them even more. Um, and it almost like, to me, feels like everyone was loving the Steve and Dustin relationship so much that now they're like trying to add some drama to it and throwing in this wrinkle. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but it feels like I see the writer's pen with this conflict between, like, in part of it, like, I don't even understand why they're so frustrated with each other. They're just like if Dustin showed up in front of me all beat up like he was, I would not just be ragging on him the whole time. If, you know, especially with how concerned he was about what happened to Nancy and their parents and everything. And then, but on the flip side, he sees Dustin all beat up, and he's just like, oh, well, this is probably all your fault anyway. You antagonized the bullies, so it's your fault you got your ass kicked. Like, I wouldn't just be, like, doing that. I don't know. So, I'm not the biggest fan, and, like, it feels like they're arguing for the sake of arguing, and it felt like it wasn't really, like, productive to the story. I feel like it's just like they're like, we've gone a long time of like this Dustin and Steve relationship being good. Like, we can't just keep having it be good, so what do we do? Well, the opposite of good is bad, so we should make their relationship bad, you know? I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Let me know what you guys think of, you know, the... Like, I still love those two characters, don't get me wrong. It just feels like the writers are trying to make me pick a side, and honestly, I think both sides of both of their arguments are stupid and shouldn't even be a part of the show. That's my opinion. But everything else is really good, so I'm really enjoying it. Like everything else in the show. Something I really thought was interesting too was Will describing his like connection, and he was saying he was seeing as if he was a Demogorgon, and I got that from the visions, but he said he was also thinking what it was thinking, which is kind of crazy. Like, I almost want to know what it was thinking in that moment then, you know? Like, I've always been fascinated, like, I don't think we're ever going to get this answer, but, like, I've always been fascinated, like, if dogs or animals of any kind could think. I don't even know if they do. I don't know anything about that stuff. But what would they be thinking, you know? Like, bones, 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 car, ball, 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 you know? Like, what goes through their mind? And the fact that he said he was, like, thinking what it was thinking, like, what was it thinking then? What was it saying in its head? I mean, it was probably just, I'm gonna kill this guy, jump over here and kill that guy, you know, like, I guess if there was, like, a thinking going on there. But I also feel like that's setting up to, like, maybe Will can hijack into Vecna and hear part of his plan. So I don't think the thinking part really matters when it comes to, like, the Demogorgons and stuff, but I think eventually that little detail is gonna come into play when we get further in and we start really going after like Vecna and stuff. But yeah, I'm excited to see all of what's going on with you know, Holly and this connection to Vecna and what he's doing this time, because he's already opened all of his gates, so I don't know if he's trying to like kill people now, but he's like giving her this vision of the house, of like giving the vision of him and then the house and everything where it's like not all run down and all that. I mean, I imagine that's what's going on, unless like they keep bringing in like Sands of Time shenanigans, like, but I don't think we're gonna bring like time travel into this. That'd be kind of crazy. um so I mean, I imagine she's just walking into the house and it's all beat up, but she's seeing it as like how it once was. I also like Henry's outfit, how it's like a very dated outfit. Almost like that's what he's been so out of the loop for so long, you know, between like being in a coma for a little while after the death of his family and then being stuck in an like not really an insane asylum, but the experimental lab with shoot, what was his name? Damn, I can't think of the Brenner. There we go. Stuck in the lab with Brenner, and then from there just got flung out. So his concept. Well, I guess the show is also in the 80s too, so maybe that is like an 80s outfit, but I don't know, there's something about his outfit that makes me feel like it's even older, you know, but maybe it is like just like an 80s suit. I don't know. I'm really bad with time and everything, so but it would make sense that if his like perception of like outfits is from when he was a child before everything happened, because he didn't get to see any kind of like society progress, unless he was able to, like, when he was seeing through his victims, if he got like an idea of what like society and dressing standards were like. I guess that's possible, but yeah. Anyways, really good episode, guys. I can't wait to watch more. Honestly, I might watch more soon. I've been trying to. Yeah, I've just been into it. I just wanna watch more. So I might watch another episode this week, even though I usually only do one a week. But we'll see. So thank you guys so much. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to see more. Never mind. Take that back. That was instinct. I don't do much on my Patreon anymore since I'm winding down the channel. I mentioned in the first episode that once I finish this show and a few other shows and get everything released that's like backlogged on my Patreon, I won't be doing any more on this channel and focused more on gaming on my @Morth Gaming channel and my Twitch, which is twitch.tv/Morthadon. So yeah, anyways, thank you guys so much, and I will see you in my future reactions. Bye-bye.